Just made me believe in love when you're gone. Forever after. Just made me believe that we'd find someone here in the afterglow. I believe there's a lesson to be learned. Let's pay it forward. If you're playing with fire, you might get burned. Let the flames go higher. Just make me believe in love when you're gone. Forever after. Just make me believe that we find someone here in the afterglow. Open your heart, open your mind tonight. Not even a storm can tame this heart on fire. Just make me believe in love when you're gone. Forever after. Just make me believe that we find someone here in the afterglow. Just make me believe in love when you're gone. Forever after. Just make me believe that we find someone here in the afterglow.
stand up strong, face the truth about themselves, to understand what went wrong. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way to stand up, stand up, stand up. And throughout the world today.
Uniting the races with truth instead of dividing them with lies. We're also rebuilding the family by rebuilding the man. I am Jesse Lee Peterson. Good morning. Hi, y'all. It's Monday again. What the? And you can get involved by calling 888-7753. 773 888-77 Jesse. 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 And my biblical question, I'll get to in a minute. Brand new biblical question. We have every way we have every way that you can watch and support the show listed on jesseleepeterson.com/show. jesseleepeterson.com/show. And if you're out and about, running around, and you just can't sit and watch the show, but you would love to still be listening, you can. You can podcast and then listen to it on your phone while you're moving about. On your phone by calling the listen line on TalkStream Live at 6015 605 615 4131. That's 605 615 4131. And to donate and have your comments read out loud, go to Buy Me a Coffee. BuyMeACoffee.com/JLP Talk. BuyMeACoffee.com/JLP Talk. Or Bond JLP Cash App. Bond JLP Cash App. Amazing. It's Monday. And every Monday, though we take all calls, every Monday is Female Monday.
Donald J. Trump is now President of the United States.
I get angry, I guess, when you mention that someone should have a children.
Excuse me, it's ma'am. It is ma'am.
I'm speaking.
If someone's crying, they're hurting, it is over.
I didn't even put you on the hot seat yet. When she's crying, she's lying. Amazing. A spiritual battle. A spiritual battle. Heaven, earth is not heaven, and mankind is not God. That's for sure. And if you don't see it by now, you will never, ever, ever, ever see it. It is hell on earth like never before. Well, I don't want to say never before, but before Christ came and made it possible to overcome hell, it was worse. Because there was no way out. You were stuck in hell with no way out. Can you imagine that? What the? So yesterday in yesterday's fellowship, Sunday's fellowship, we dealt with last week's biblical question of Jesus said to deny yourself. What does that mean, to deny yourself? And in long story short, and you can podcast to hear more about it by going to rebuildingtheman.com/church. Rebuildingtheman.com/church. We dealt with it yesterday at the fellowship. But to deny yourself is, long story short, is to deny the false self. The false self. The ego nature. The evil nature, which is not your own, but is inside of you, your imagination and emotions. To deny that. Because as long as you are you, you never will be free. You will forever be in a prison. You'll be locked away. And you will be miserable. And every decision you make will be wrong. Because you are you. And unless you deny you, so that there will come a time where there will be no you, that's when everything will work naturally for you without your help. Yesterday we brought up again about free will, I think, or choice or something like that. Briefly, the young lady was trying to understand it about free will, and everybody thinks they have a free will. You do have only one choice to make in life. And if you want to call that free will for conversation's purpose, okay. You have one choice to make in life, only one. And that one choice is to stop trying to be good. Stop trying to be good. As long as you are trying to be good, you're going to only become worse. Have you ever tried to be good before? What happened? Stop trying to be good. It's never going to work. That's the only choice, free will choice that you want to make or can make. Even if you try, you can never will anything else to be. Because everything you try to will or choose, everything is going to be wrong. It's never going to work out. Good morning. It's never going to work out. I've heard people say they went, while dating, they went to the bars to find a woman. They chose to go to the bar to find a woman, or for the ladies to find a man. And every man they found at work or at the bar, anywhere, male or female, found for one another, it was always wrong. It never was the right one. And then they decided, you know what, I'm going to go to church and get me a wife. I'm going to go to church and get me a husband. And every choice they made was wrong. Try to do good. Try to be good. You only have one choice to make. And that is not to be good. Don't try to be good. You can't make yourself be good. Only God is good. And when you decide, hey, I can't make this happen, then He'll take over. And then good will work through you. Isn't that amazing? This is hell on earth. What do you think about that, Anchor Baby?
Good morning.
Good morning.
But cool. It's good too.
Amazing. In what way?
I don't have to be good. I can stop trying.
Have you ever tried to be good?
Yes.
Did it work?
No.
It's never going to work. for not one human being on the planet. As long as you try to be good, it's not going to work. What you say to Hake?
I agree.
Why?
Just look at my shirt. I tried to be good for Memorial Day.
And what happened?
Alas.
Oh, today is Memorial Day, right?
Yeah.
So I should be having on an American shirt,
You know,
flag kind of thing.
It's funny because I almost wore a black band T-shirt. some band, not a black T-shirt.
With a group band on
Leonard
it.
Skinner shirt.
Oh,
They're kind of patriotic, or were, before they all died
Yeah.
and got replaced.
You would have been good then.
Maybe I would have been good had I just not tried. Or try to look good.
so all your life you've been trying to be good.
No, well, no. Sometimes.
What? Sometimes you have tried.
Right.
Did it work?
No, I got worse.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Amazing. Have you noticed that every girl you picked to date was wrong?
Yeah.
I don't want to ask the anchor baby get him in trouble.
I'm in trouble enough.
I know, so I'm not going to ask you. But anyway, amazing, huh? So I have a brand new biblical question. Brand new biblical question for you. Has the Christ resurrected in you? Has the Christ resurrected in you? This is an amazing question. Has the Christ resurrected in you? Amazing, huh? That's the biblical question. Don't forget to like these videos. Like the videos. So, today is Memorial Day. Happy Memorial Day. And it's to celebrate the men who died on the battlefield. The men who died on the battlefield. I don't quite know how you celebrate that, but appreciation is good enough. Men who died on the battlefield. Today is Memorial Day. So our office will not be open today. We're doing shows, but no office due to Memorial Day today. All right? Amazing. And thank you all who wish me a happy birthday. Some of you know my birthday was last Friday, and the appreciations, the gifts, the cakes, and the parties was amazing. It was really, really amazing. Thank you all. I don't take it for granted. I do appreciate it. A spiritual battle, right? Some of you may have heard that according to the news report, there's been another attempted assassination on the Great White Hope. And this is like, as far as we know, number 4, right? Or 5? How many? Nobody knows.
Nope.
But I think maybe 4 that I'm familiar with, I think. Attempted assassination on the Great White Hope. Now, some people call him amazing. What manner of man is this? The wind and the sea obeys him. And some people call him king, and they celebrate king rallies, whole rallies for him. Some people call him daddy. And they say, daddy is home. I call him the great white hope, Donald Trump. So yet another assassination. And reflecting on this, Donald Trump has faced 4 several shootings and assassination attempts. That's from WIKI, meaning Wikipedia.
That much I don't know.
James is telling me it's Wicca. But Derek said Wikipedia.
Yeah.
Okay, Wikipedia. I was reflecting on this and I was thinking, nobody can take Donald Trump out until he allows it to happen. In the same way, no one can take Jesus Christ out until he allowed it to happen. All these attempts. I think, I don't know much about history. I don't know much about the French I took. But I do know that I believe that Donald Trump, of all the presidents we have ever had, I think he's the only one that have had these many attempted assassination against him. You know he must be doing something right. Maybe he had more than Jesus assassination attempts. Maybe. I don't know how many Jesus had. But when you are of good, and I'm not talking about Bible thumper good, preaching to somebody and talking about you going to hell for damnation, or you need to be born again, come on down and accept Jesus, and all that mess. I'm talking about the real deal, like Donald Trump. These things will happen. And it's amazing to be present, be aware, be alive to watch this man operate on this earth, which is so evil. Human beings are evil. Human nature is evil. There's no good in it. There's no love. And they're always judging. Human nature roam the earth to find out who they can judge as though they're better. Because that's the nature of the devil. And the devil doesn't know that he's the devil. And likewise, human beings don't know that they're evil, that they are the devil. The devil is in them and they are in the devil. And that's why they treat themselves and others judgmentally as they do. Because they are the devil. No love. NBC News. The U.S. Secret Service says officers shot and killed a person who opened fire at a security checkpoint on Saturday. 5 senior law enforcement officers said the suspect had a history of quote-unquote mental concerns. Watch this from NBC News.
Tonight, we are learning more about the suspect who opened fire outside of the White House Saturday.
What is that?
Sounds like fire.
Officials say 21-year-old Nasir Best walked up to a Secret Service checkpoint, pulled a pistol out of his bag, and began shooting at officers who returned fire, killing him. The White House temporarily on lockdown.
Out. Everyone to the front living room right now.
Best was known to Secret Service. Officers arrested him last year for attempting to gain entry to White House grounds. 5 senior law enforcement officials say he had a history of mental health concerns.
I mean, he black. At least he appears to be black. Amazing, huh? If this guy tried this before, why they let him out? If he was caught trying this before, they put him in a mental hospital, according to a report. An adult bystander was struck by gunfire, but he wasn't seriously hurt. A male adult bystander. Watch this.
A second person, an adult male who authorities believe to be a bystander, was struck by gunfire and transported to an area hospital. Bullet holes and shattered glass left behind the volley of shots at this busy intersection next to the White House. Shoshana Greenberg was at a restaurant near that corner with classmates and barricaded herself in the kitchen.
Loudest noise I've ever heard. I thought this is going to be the day I am shot and killed.
The president commending police and the Secret Service, conspiracy theories swirling around the internet minutes after the shooting. Misinformation posted without any evidence. A similar response to what unfolded 4 weeks ago after a gunman breached a Secret Service checkpoint at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. The nation's capital on high alert tonight, ahead of high-profile events marking America's 250th birthday.
Earth is not heaven. And man and woman are not God. That's amazing, huh? What are you saying, hey? Because I can't read all that.
The bystander was seriously hurt, but it was not life-threatening, according to NBC4.
So NBC News said that an adult male bystander was struck by gunfire, but not seriously injured.
Well, it depends on what people mean by serious.
Oh, okay.
But according
Unless
to NBC4...
it was written wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Did you make a mistake in the writing there, Derek? Amazing. But anyway, he seemed to going to be fine.
Serious but stable condition Sunday.
Oh, okay. What do you think about this?
This incident?
Yeah.
People are really crazy.
Yeah.
It feels like there's more crazy people than ever. And able to do stuff like this.
And I know it has, well, anyone that has anger / resentment is crazy anyway.
I agree.
Already mentally crazy. But then to add on to that, I don't know this guy's situation, though. I have no idea. They have the crazy people give you drugs for mental illness, for craziness, and that just makes you worse. Because now you're crazy on top of crazy. Because now you're crazy with emotions, and they give you drugs, so you're not dealing with realities to overcome, and now you're just extra crazy because you're not dealing with it. Isn't that amazing? Nick, what are you saying?
I'm just saying that you guys are talking about how crazy everyone is.
Yeah.
I mean, on top of that, like the story was saying, all the people, I don't know if you saw those comments saying that they think it's a hoax, it's staged, that these shootings are staged, that
Right.
Trump is staging them.
Why would Trump stage his own death? Attempted death. Why would he stage his attempted death?
Why would people think that, you mean?
I mean, why would they think that Trump would do something like that?
They would think that he was doing it to get some type of sympathy to push for something or whatever.
The last thing Trump wants from people, period, is sympathy.
Right.
That's the last thing he wants. Trump is not a sympathy person, meaning that he is not the kind of person that seems to want that at all. I doubt if he even think about that kind of stuff. But anyway, one other quick story before we have to take the break in your phone call. According to the New York Post, Ivanka Trump was reportedly the target of an assassination plot by an IRGC trained terrorist. Watch this from Fox and Friends.
So, per the New York Post, the man behind this plot was an Iraqi national who the Justice Department had arrested earlier this month for his alleged ties to Kataib Hezbollah and the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps. The New York Post reports Mohammed al-Sadi had targeted Ivanka Trump to avenge the killing of his mentor, top Iranian General Qasem Soleimani, in 2020. A former deputy military attaché in the Iraqi embassy tells the Post, after Qasem was killed, al-Sadi went around telling people, we need to kill Ivanka to burn down the house of Trump the way he burned down our house. Al-Sadi reportedly had a blueprint of Ivanka's Florida home and even posted a photo of their house online saying, I say to the Americans, look at this picture and know that neither your palaces nor the Secret Service will protect you. We are currently in the stage of surveillance and analysis. I told you, our revenge is a matter of time.
Amazing. Is that does that guy live in this country or another country?
I don't know. I didn't pick up on that.
Oh, okay. I didn't either. I was trying to see. What a mess. Fox and Friends are reporting that the Secret Service declined to confirm or comment on this situation. Watch this.
The Secret Service says the Secret Service does not confirm or comment on matters involving protective intelligence. The Secret Service closely monitors information and intelligence related to any potential threat against those under our protection. In the complaint released on May 15th, the Justice Department laid out what they said was al-Sadi's close relationship with Soleimani, even showing photos of the two together. Al-Sadi is accused of urging others to attack U.S. and Israeli interests. Over the last several months, he allegedly planned and coordinated at least 18 terrorist attacks in Europe and 2 attacks in Canada. Al-Sadi is due back in court May 29th.
Amazing. And according to Brave, this guy was arrested in Turkey and brought back to the USA. What a mess. Now, these are extreme cases, right? But any man, any woman who has anger / resentment is a murderer. These are like extreme cases. But when you judge yourself and others, you're a murderer. You're no good. You're evil. It's not the act itself, it's the sin, it's the thinking. Because without the thinking, the act would not happen. Without the thinking, the act itself would never happen. Isn't that amazing? So the sin is committed in the mind, in the imagination, in the thoughts. So you may say, well, I would never commit terrorist attack, but you would judge yourself and others. You would not pray for your enemy. You would not love God with all your heart, soul, and might, and your enemy as and neighbor as yourself. So it's the same thing. 888-77-53773. Quick break already. Back in a moment. I recommend you get a copy of my book, From Rage to Responsibility. I write about how the spirit of anger was taken away from me 29 years ago. I forgave my mother who tried to turn me away from my father, and I returned to my father, and through him, my father on earth, and through him I was able to return to God. No man or woman can return to God unless you go through the Son. And men are sons of God. They may be weak, pathetic examples of it, but it's the spiritual order of life. God in Christ, Christ in man, man over woman, and woman over children. So get from race to responsibility. I write about that. Go to my website, rebuildingtheman.com for an autographed copy, or call 800-411-BOND. And donate to my nonprofit, Bond, the Brotherhood Organization of a New Destiny. We are rebuilding the family by rebuilding the man. What this old world coming to? Things just ain't the same. Anytime the hunter get captured by the game. Amazing. Like the videos. The Hake Report is coming up right after JLP talk, my show. The Hake, H-A-K-E report is coming up from 9 to 11 a.m. Pacific time. And after the Hake Report, the American Anchor Baby. The American Anchor Baby. Energy given to him by God. The American Anchor Baby is all life and no death. All sunshine and no darkness. And you can check it out from 11 to 1 p.m. Pacific time, the American Anchor Baby. And I think I said like the video I did. And I do shout outs for you. Shout out. Shout outs. Birthday shout out. Congratulations shout outs. Encouragement shout out. Wedding shout out. Just plain old shout out. Happy Father's Day shout out. Happy Mother's Day shout out. Happy Memorial Day shout out. Go to Cameo, CAMEO.com/Jesse Lee Peterson. CAMEO.com/Jesse Lee Peterson. Or you could go over to shoutout.fans/Jesse Lee Peterson. Shoutout.fans/Jesse Lee Peterson. All right. Hey, you said that black guy that was accused of trying to get into the White House to hurt the Great White Hope thought he was Jesus?
Well, last year when they had to put him away, he claimed to be Jesus Christ, according to NPR, back in July 2025. The last time he tried to get in there, and he wanted to be arrested. Claimed to be Jesus Christ and asked to be arrested.
Ask. And they didn't do it?
They did arrest him.
Oh, okay.
And he had a stay-away order. He had a bench warrant because he didn't show up to trial one time. He had all kinds of stuff. He was committed involuntarily back in June. I forget which case, June and July, he was trying to get on the White House grounds.
So they arrested Jesus?
Jesus was blocking the vehicles. Black Jesus.
Didn't they try to arrest the true Jesus?
Eventually they did. When they tried to arrest him, he went peacefully.
But he hid away from them a couple of times.
The crowd tried to kill him a couple of times or something. Yeah.
Amazing. Well, there you have it. Let me go to Pearl Davis out of Texas. Hey, Pearl.
Jesse, how's it going?
All is well. Happy Memorial Day.
Happy Memorial Day to you, too.
What is happy about Memorial Day?
I have no idea. I've never thought about that. It's just something I've said forever and never thought about.
Just think about it. We celebrate as people who died, right? Men who died. What is happy about that?
I don't know. Maybe, did we win we won the war, maybe?
I don't know. I just know
I don't know.
I know the people are happy about it. Amazing. So what's going on? How are you?
I'm good. How are you? I wanted to tell you a story that I thought you might appreciate or not appreciate. I don't know. But I've always heard that so did you see the video? I don't know if you saw it, where I went to a church and brought a sign that asked if Christian women should obey.
Absolutely. We played it. We discussed
really?
it here on the show. She went to a Christian church down in Dallas, I believe, right?
Yeah, in Dallas.
And she asked women, would you obey your husband? Something like that. And take it from there.
So this week, everyone in the comments said that I'm just going to the wrong churches. And they said you need to go to a more traditional church. And so I'm like, okay, I'll bring the same sign and I'll just go to a different church. And I like big signs because for me, I'm not someone that's ever going to throw a camera in someone's face or anything. I think it's the most respectful way to do it because they know the topic, they know what they're being asked about, and they can choose if they want to opt in. I'm never going to be disrespectful. I'm just not that type of person. So I go to the church and I pick a Catholic church because I'm Catholic, right? So I grew up Catholic. And Jesse, this is the most hostile I've ever been treated. This is I couldn't even believe it. I have held signs that said abortion is a hate crime, and I've held signs that said anti-abortion signs, anti-feminism signs, and I went to a church about obey, and so they bring the cops, and I'm I love the police. Tell them I'm supposed to be here because armed security is expensive, as you guys probably know. So I actually love it when the cops come because I legally can be there. You know, the rules say it's freedom of speech. But it was crazy how even the Catholic Church, which is supposed to be more traditional, I had someone that worked at the church say that men should obey their wives. And I'm like, what? And so, but I wanted to do this because I was kind of sick of being gaslit. Because I would say that even though I grew up in a Catholic area, a lot of the wives would say the same stuff that I hear feminists say. And then all of them would say, oh, you're just at the wrong church. So I'm like, oh, just tell me what church to go to. And then I go to the church and the cops come. And I'm like, okay. So I just thought it was crazy how obey elicited a stronger response than I've ever had. These people from the church started standing in front of my sign.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm Catholic. I was supposed to get I'm not practicing, so maybe they wouldn't consider me, but just I would think that that would be the easiest interview, the one I grew up with.
Yeah.
And then there was 3 guys. It wasn't even the women. It was men standing in front of the sign saying kids couldn't see the sign. And I'm like, I live in a very left area. And I'm like, I see signs for AIDS all the time. Because I'm in a gay, area.
Right.
And so I'm like, there's homosexual signs everywhere, but the church is telling me that the obey sign is too much. Are you kidding me?
And when they found out that you were Catholic, did they say, okay, we won't bother you?
No. It wasn't, okay. It wasn't everyone had the same opinion at the church. But the one guy came out, the first one was pretty mad. He was the one who brought the cops and then brought all the people. And I did tell him I was Catholic. but he didn't care. But then another guy, it was kind of funny because the first guy tried everything in his power to stop me, but then the police came and told them that I could be there. And then the other ushers started arguing with him. So it wasn't just like, you know what I mean? When it's a group of people, it's not like they all agree one way or the other.
Yeah.
So there were some people that were like, oh, no, she's being respectful, like she's allowed to be here. But I'm like, but then it was funny because the cops came and then they were like, okay, you can't stand on this grass, but you could stand on that grass. And where they told me to move, they couldn't stand in front of my sign anymore. And then people from the church started like walking over across the street to talk to me.
So you had to go across the street from the church?
Yeah, I think the cops were lying a little bit because they said I couldn't. They said I couldn't stand on the sidewalk in front of the church, but I'm pretty sure they're wrong. But I love the police, so I just was like, okay, I'll go across the street. That's fine because
right on.
Security is expensive, so if they call the cops, it's like honestly good for me because, like, you know, then I have to worry less for me, anyways.
And did the cops stay there until you left, or they left you there?
No, they stayed the whole time.
Oh, good. Right on. What a mess.
I just couldn't believe it. I was like, I've been to like leftist, like feminist stuff, and they've never done that. Like, I've never had the cops come before I went to a church with an obey sign. So I was like, wow.
Most, not all, but most religious people, females, don't believe in obeying their husbands anymore because they think that they are equal to their husbands, or in some cases better than their husbands. So they would rather hear the husband obeying them than obeying their husband. So that has truly changed now.
Maybe I could stand outside of your church with an obey sign.
Oh, you wouldn't have any problem. So let me ask, because of time, when you say you're not a practicing Catholic person anymore, what do you mean by that?
I grew up Catholic, but I don't go to Catholic like church anymore because it just sort of, I saw a lot of that stuff growing up with like the women in the church and sort of like the obey by like, I mean, I just saw a lot of crazy Catholic women growing up where like their husbands were awesome and they were crazy. And like the church would like, I don't know, they would like assist in like telling the men that they were wrong when the women were obviously wrong. And so I just don't like practice, but I kind of understand where Catholics are coming from in their worldview because, you know, I had like 20 years at Catholic school. Does that make sense?
Yeah. And so to practice Catholic, you got to go to church. If you didn't go to church, you are still considered Catholic, but you're not one that go to church, Catholic church.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they think it's like a mortal sin, so then you like either go to purgatory or hell if you don't go.
Why would like the Pope that they have now, he's a Catholic, right?
Yeah.
He seems so liberal. Why do people listen to him?
The Catholics believe in they believe that you need to have like a church authority. And I do sort of understand where they're coming from because like you see like the churches with the gay flags and stuff. And so if every person interprets for themselves, like, I think their thought is like, if people do it themselves, then that's when you get all the crazy BLM and like other stuff. But my issue is like, you can't just blindly believe what an authority tells you because, you know, what if the authority tells you something that's like not in the book, you know?
But when I realized having a pope over them, the pope is keeping them away from finding God and God finding them. By having somebody else over you like that, they keep you away from God because most teachers, quote unquote, do not point you back to the Father because they want you to look up to them. And so they won't really tell you really how to find the Father. And so the Pope is keeping the people away from God, not pointing people to God. That's why you should never have anyone over you.
Well, except women, right?
Right. If they're married, their husband, of course.
Yeah.
Amazing, huh?
Yeah. I was kind of disappointed, you know. I was like, wow, I can't like. I was kind of sad. I was like, wow, I just never thought this would happen like at a church.
Well, don't be disappointed. Don't be disappointed. You will get to a point where nothing that human beings do would disappoint you. You won't be shocked at anything. Just know that. You haven't seen anything yet. It gets worse.
It gets worse.
Yeah. Amazing, huh?
Yeah, well, I love the cops. So if you ever see me with an obey sign, you can call the cops.
Right on. Well, tell the folks how to get to your videos.
Oh, just Pearl Davis on YouTube. This video isn't out yet because I recorded it yesterday, but we'll probably get it out by like Wednesday, maybe Thursday.
Oh, okay. All right. Amazing. Well, good to hear from you, Pearl.
Thanks, Jesse.
You stay safe in this crazy old world.
I will.
All right. Take care now.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Amazing, huh? Yes, Jesse. That is amazing. Let me go to first-time caller, Marie, a first-time caller out of Michigan. Marie, you are on the air.
All right, thank you. I will say that I feel like the trans people don't really understand what the struggle is with women. And you can role play all day long. You don't really understand what it's like to have a period and what it's like to have boobs. Pardon my language.
Yeah. Keep it a little clean
You
because
don't know
we have
anything
children
about,
listening.
and actually, it's like, okay, so you were a failure as a man, so now you have to be a woman. When you really think about it.
Yeah. Well, do you know why they think that they are women?
Why what?
Why men that dress up like that and act like that? Do you know why they do that?
Yeah, I do. I understand the psychology.
And what is it what is it that you understand about it?
Well, it's just trying to escape and be someone else.
It's a little bit more than that.
Okay, tell me.
When you say escape and be someone else, what do you mean? Escape what?
Escape feeling like they're not adequate as a man.
Before I respond to that, let me ask, when you said they don't understand the struggle of a woman, what is the struggle of a woman?
There are so many struggles. You probably don't even know.
Right. That's what I'm asking for examples.
The man always has the upper hand, in my humble opinion. And I feel like trying to change into a woman, it's like, why would you even want to? Why?
When you say the man has the upper hand, what do you mean by that?
And all this stuff with the makeup and the clothes, guys dress as women and who are actual sexual predators doing this stuff and killing people.
Marie, tell me the struggle of a woman. What is the struggle of a woman?
The struggle is, like I said, the man always has the upper hand.
What do you mean by that?
Always.
What do you mean by that?
What I mean is the woman is never really in control whatsoever.
What do you mean by it? Make that clear. What do you mean?
I'll explain it. I'll explain. If you give me some time here, son.
Well, I'm not your son, but what do you mean by that?
I'm just saying. Yeah, like when I go to the grocery store, I am looked at like a piece of meat just because I take care of myself. And I meet men, and it's like they're just all out to get that.
And you mean like they're out to have the 3-letter word with you? Start with S?
Pardon me?
When you say they're out to get that, get what? Hello?
I'm here.
When you say you go to the market and the men
I think you know.
I
think you know.
Are you saying that they're only out to get sex?
Vulgar on air.
Right. So you're saying they're out to get sex, right?
Yeah.
But what is the struggle? Would you prefer? I understand that does happen with the men when they see the woman. That's all they want, and that should not be happening that way. But would you prefer a man not want you or want you?
So I guess, when a man goes way too far, when I've said no, that's okay. And believe me, I am no liberal. I do think that abortion is wrong and that kind of stuff. But I will just tell you, the main point is,
I want to understand the struggle, though. I want to understand the struggle of a woman. You said the struggle of a woman.
Like I don't want to like walk around and look pretty all of the time.
You don't want to do what? I mean? You don't want to do what?
I don't want to walk around and look pretty all of the time.
And you don't have to. That's a choice you make. Not the man don't make that choice, you do. Can you hold for me? Marie, are you able to hold? Let me take a break.
I suppose.
What? Oh, hold on. The hate news is coming, not the fake news, and I'll be back in a moment. Now, I totally disagree with the way things are going, but you can't be angry because that's what the enemy wants. He wants to control you. They do things to make you mad so they can control you. It's like being married, and the wife would do things to make you mad, or she'll do things to make you feel good. And men do that to women too when they want something from the woman, especially sex. They'll make her feel good, or they'll make her angry. And the woman's gonna have to say, you don't want to be angry. You want to speak up. You want to disagree with what's going on. It's wrong, but do not be angry. Then you won't have fear. You won't have doubt. You won't have worries. You'll be able to see, but you got to stay away from anger. That's why you must forgive your mothers and your fathers so that you can overcome the spirit of anger. It's a spirit and it's wicked. Nothing good in anger because it has no love, folks. You need love to defeat evil. And love is not a weakness. It's a strength. It's from God. It's His nature.
There's some serious mess going on in this here world. This is Memorial Day, y'all. Happy Memorial Day, everyone. JLP will be right back for hour 2 here. Hang tight, callers and super chatters and listeners. Jesse will be back to your calls. We'll get to your super chats and more great stories. It is hake news, not fake news right now. And it is Memorial Day, y'all. It is Memorial Day, and we will have the Jesse Lee Peterson Show, The Hake Report, and American Anchor Baby today. Catch Church with Jesse Lee Peterson. If you didn't catch it yesterday, you can watch it on Bond YouTube channel. That's Rebuilding the Man is the at Rebuilding the Man on Bond YouTube channel, as well as on Church with Jesse Lee Peterson podcast, audio podcast on Apple and Spotify and other platforms. It's also on Jesse Lee Peterson Rumble. Very cool. John McCain's son died at 66 years old, according to CBS News. And I think he died suddenly. So rest in peace, John McCain's son, Douglas McCain, the eldest son of the late former Senator John McCain. I guess Memorial Day is sort of for him, too, although he didn't die in the battlefield. John McCain didn't. He survived that Vietnam, I believe, Hanoi Hilton, wherever that was. Pretty brutal stuff that he endured, actually, after he had to eject and broke a bunch of bones, got beaten, tortured, stayed in there even though he was like a son of a politician. He stayed there and wanted to do the orderly thing. And then he became a politician, and some of us did not appreciate his political career that much. Trump says an Iran deal is working out, and there's somebody on MSN says manic Trump kicked off Memorial Day with a 6:15 Eastern Time a.m. rage post talking about the Democrats as well as the rhinos and stuff. And he also wished the Democrats, even the Democrats, he called them, a happy Memorial Day. Pope Leo the 14th, right? That's the Pope. He apologized for the Holy See's own role in legitimizing slavery. What? 150 years later, however long? On Monday, Pope Leo the 14th released the first encyclical, Magnificat Humanitas. Pardon my butchering. I don't understand Latin. I don't remember exactly how to pronounce that stuff. Issuing an historic apology for the Vatican's role in legitimizing slavery and failing to condemn it for centuries. A series of 15th century Vatican directives, including the papal bull Dum Diversas, issued 1452 AD, 500 years ago, right? Ish. Authorized Portuguese sovereigns to invade, conquer, fight, and subjugate non-Christians and reduce them to perpetual slavery. Wow. The U.S.-born Pope, he's from Chicago, but he's also Peruvian or something? I don't know. Anyway, his family history includes both enslaved people and slaveholders. Pretty fun, huh? Kind of interesting. Per genealogical research, connected the transatlantic slave trade to modern forms of slavery fueled by unregulated labor for AI chips. Is that over in China or somewhere? Anyway, Pope Leo responded to decades of calls by Black American Catholics, activists, and scholars for the Holy See to atone for its colonial-era role. The first time a pope has publicly apologized to the Vatican's, acknowledged the Vatican's direct involvement in authorizing subjugation, stating, quote, "This constitutes a wound in Christian memory," unquote. Leo warned the church must condemn modern trafficking to avoid needing future pardons, emphasizing respect for human dignity as essential to Christian faith. Pretty interesting, huh? So I thought that the Pope was the word of God. If the Pope said that back in 1452, maybe the Pope isn't the word of God after all, huh? Anyway, he also said the AI is fueling conflict. I'm James Hake. Now back to JLP, Hour 2.
have to stand up strong, face the truth about themselves, to understand what went wrong. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way to stand up, stand up, stand up.
Uniting the racists with truth instead of dividing them with lies. We're also rebuilding the family by rebuilding the man. I am Jesse Lee Peterson. Good morning. Hi, y'all. It is Memorial Day, so we appreciate the men who died, sacrificed their lives for America, even though we're losing America fast. But we appreciate them. Remember them today in prayer. May their souls rest in peace. Amazing. You can get involved by calling 888-77-53773, 888-77 Jesse. Jesse, Jesse. And my brand new biblical question for this week. Brand new. Jesus said to deny. No, that's not the new biblical question. What's that? Jesus said, tell me again there. Has the Christ resurrected in you? Has the Christ resurrected in you? That is, thank you, Nick. That's the biblical question. We have every way that you can watch and support the show listed on jesseleepeterson.com/show, jesseleepeterson.com/show. And if you're running around out and about and you just can't sit and watch the show, but you would love to hear it live as it is happening, but you got to go and do what you do. You can podcast the show and still listen on your phone, no matter where you are in this whole wide world. And for the flat earthers in this whole flat world. By calling the listen line on your phone at 605-615-4131. 605-615-4131. And to donate and have your comments read out loud, go to buymeacoffee.com/JLP Talk, buymeacoffee.com/JLP Talk, or Bond JLP Cash App. Bond JLP Cash App. It's Monday. And we take all calls, but Monday is and will always be Female Monday.
You probably need a good black woman in the room.
My fatness doesn't devalue me.
Why?
How dare you?
I'm sorry, Mama. I'm not afraid of her.
Fun. I rest my case. If ever we needed love on earth, we need it now. There's no love in families, in relationships, workships, walking down the road ships. No more love in human beings, except for those men and women who are starting to return to the Father. There you might find some love. Human love is not love. Human love is hate. I want to go back to Marie, a first-time call out of Michigan, and Marie is talking about this quote-unquote trans movement, and it is happening. It's horrible, and But she also said that they don't understand the struggles of a woman. And I was asking her to explain that to me. Marie,
Yeah, I'm here.
what are the struggles of a woman?
Women generally have a disadvantage in general. And you
Like
can't
how?
deny that.
Like no, I don't see it. That's what I'm asking you. What type of disadvantage do women have now?
Just because we can like look pretty and walk around and look sexy doesn't mean that there's nothing more to us.
I don't know.
And I feel like that's the mindset of men. Like, well, if she looks good, yeah, I'd hit that. Pardon me for saying so.
Right. But what type of disadvantage do women have now?
I'm just trying to explain where I'm at.
I understand that. Give me two examples of the type of disadvantage that women have today.
All right. Going to the grocery store and having guys hit on me because I'm there to buy chicken noodle soup. Number 2, walking around in my yard and feeling like a man is going to like make me feel victimized.
Okay, so number 1 is walking around in a store and men are checking you out. You don't like that? Right?
Not when I'm just there to like buy something.
And so how is that victimization?
Because I can't walk into a place without thinking about, well, the man's going to look at me. I really can't, like, do anything about this because I don't have the muscles to beat them up, for one thing. Okay? Men have fantastic muscles as far as that goes. Females are generally weak. Okay? And I have been beaten before by men. So, just saying.
Oh, okay. So you walk around watching men watching you go by?
No, I walk around because I care about how I look.
But
I don't really care about the reaction.
So how do you, if you're not?
I really don't.
If you're not watching men
I just care about
watching
looking
you,
nice.
if you're
I'm
not
a nurse, by the way.
if you're not watching men watching you go by, how do you know they're looking at you?
Gee, gosh. Well, if you really want to talk about it, I've been grabbed in the ass before.
Are you fine or something? Are you like so pretty
Boy,
that they can't
you don't
resist?
even know.
Are you so fine and pretty they can't resist you? Are you?
I'm going to plead the fifth.
But is there like something so fine and sexy about you they walk around and grabbed you?
You.
I'm sorry?
In my defense, I take care of myself.
Right.
And when I go places, I actually apply effort before I go out. I don't just like show up in sweatpants and like pajama pants and stuff like that.
Right.
What I do is I look nice because I care about that. And it's really not about impressing a man. It's about impressing myself.
So let me ask, because of time, would you be happier if no man ever hit on you again? Would that make you happy?
I'm not saying that. And the whole thing is not about being like anti-men.
I'm not saying that. I'm
just
trying to understand.
I'm trying to explain to you why I do what I do, and it's not about the men. It's really not.
Right. It's about you.
All right. But I will answer your question. Sometimes I do like it, but it does get, overwhelming.
When they hit on you so much? Well, I want you to understand, Marie, I do understand that not all, but most women don't want men groping over them all the time. They want to be able to go out and have their day and do whatever they're doing without guys groping over them like that. I do understand that. But I don't quite understand the struggle that you said that women have, because I don't see women with struggles. And it sounds like you personally don't want men.
Fair.
It sounds like you personally don't want men hitting on you and carrying on that way.
That is not true. That is not true.
Oh.
Incorrect.
So you don't mind them doing it, you just don't want them to do it so much? Right?
Oh, my goodness. Like I said, I like it sometimes, but at times it's too much. Because
Right.
I feel like the masculinity and the testosterone, it's like it just takes control. I feel like that is overwhelming to a woman.
And you said that you've been beat by men.
Yes, I have.
And why did they beat
I don't
you?
have
What
big
did you
muscles.
do?
I can't even fight back.
What did they do to you that caused them to beat you?
I mean,
what did you do?
Stupid arguments.
I'm sorry?
Stupid arguments.
You argue with them, you start arguing with them, and then they beat you?
Yeah.
And why did you argue?
Because I knew that something was wrong.
Meaning what?
Meaning the disrespect.
You argue with men because they respected you, and then they beat you?
Disrespect.
That they disrespected you, or you disrespected them?
Okay.
I'm asking.
Not really fair, because you don't even know the whole context of those hitting incidents. I was with men who were bad and used me and would smack me around.
So were they smacking you because you were disrespecting them by arguing with them?
You know what? I'm not going to sit down and just not say anything.
Why not?
About that kind of treatment.
But what I'm
Why
trying to
not?
understand,
Are
Marie.
you for real?
I'm sorry.
Why not?
Did they beat you
You
because
said,
you
why not?
Marie? Did they beat you because you disrespected them by arguing?
Yeah.
So why you argue with them then?
Like I just said, the disrespect. They were like that from the beginning.
Oh, you disrespected them in the beginning?
No, they disrespected me. Do I have to keep repeating myself?
But why do you argue with men? That will bring on a fight. Why do you need to argue?
It's not that I need to argue.
But why do you argue?
Like I said, I will not just like sit down and be like, oh, everything is okay. Yeah, just like do whatever you're going to do. No, I will not. Because I will stand up for what's right. And what's right is treating human beings with kindness and not being a cruel person.
But when you argue with them, are you treating them with kindness?
That applies to all people. That applies to all people.
That's true.
Across the board.
Right. But when you argue with the men, are you treating them with kindness?
Okay. You have this totally flipped upside down, but...
No, I'm trying to understand how women have it so hard. When I don't see it, and maybe I'm missing it. That doesn't mean it's not happening because I don't see it. But I don't know how women have it so hard today.
I will tell you, it is happening in real time.
But you don't have any example.
By my watch.
Well, but you don't have it. Oh, let me ask. Should a married woman obey her husband?
Yes.
And so, are you married?
No.
Have you ever been married?
No.
Do you ever want to get married?
Yes.
And when you get married, will you obey your husband?
As long as he treats me right.
So it's based on what you think is right, though.
No, it's... Oh, my God. You are twisting this like so far. What I think is right, look at the Bible. Look at the Holy Bible and ask yourself, what does God say about treating a woman? What does God say? Open your Bible.
The Bible says that the woman should obey her husband. And the Bible says that when she go to church, you need to sit down, be quiet, and shut up. That's what the Bible said. It's in the Word.
Oh, my God. Are you for real?
That's not in the Bible.
That's your personal interpretation.
Is that in the Bible?
If you actually look at the text, you are correct. It refers to obeying the husband, but it also refers to character and being oneself.
Love.
You probably don't even know that.
Let me ask you this because of time. You still didn't tell me how women have it hard or rough in this country. You didn't give me a real concrete example of women having it. And I agree with you. You don't want men groping over you. That's for sure. I agree with that. That should not be happening. So I totally agree with that. But you didn't give me any example of how women have it hard or rough in the country.
All right. So let's talk about how women are perceived in schooling.
Okay.
I have 2 degrees, okay? And men have it easy with school. I had to work really hard to get that stuff done because I was trying to look past everything. And I feel like when men go to school, it's like this just like immediate, like, yeah, understood. And then women go and it's like, it doesn't really mean anything.
Well, that's because men are naturally smarter than women, and it's abnormal for women
bullshit. I call bullshit on that one.
You can't curse on the phone on this show. What the?
All right. Well, then
men are
don't say
naturally smarter than women, and so when they go to school to learn a trade, it's natural for men. It's abnormal for women to go and be educated, because when a woman becomes educated, she loses all common sense.
Nonsense.
You don't agree with that?
I don't.
So why was it so
Because I'm
hard
in
for
the-
you in school, and why was it natural for you?
Because I applied myself genuinely.
I know, but you had to work harder than the man, because the man is naturally smarter, so he didn't have to work as hard at the education as the women do.
Lord have mercy.
Call him.
Son?
Let me ask, because of time, I can't play no more.
So,
have
so
you dropped
how many,
have you
how
dropped
many
your
degrees do you have?
how many degrees? I have 1. And I got that one by accident.
Damn.
I'm sorry? So, Marie, let me ask, because of time, do you have anger?
Do you?
Do you have anger, Marie?
Do you?
Marie, I asked you the question. Do you have anger?
Do you?
I got to run. If you don't want to play, I got to go. Do you have anger? Hello? Thank you, Marie. 888-7753-773. Let me go to Ray out of Canada. Ray, you are on the air.
Hey, good morning, Jesse. How are you today?
All is well, Ray.
Oh, okay, perfect. The reason I'm calling is because I discovered you at the end of 2024, more or less. And right away when I saw one of your random clips on YouTube, it just resonated with me, like whatever you were saying about women and the order of things. I had never heard that before because I didn't grow up in a religious family, but it just made sense. Like every problem I've had with women, every problem I've generally had in life, like obeying the thoughts, it just resonated with me. And I followed you for about 1.5 years. Like I watched all the churches, I did the silent prayer, and things really did get better. Like finances improved, relationships with family improved, like that general dreadful feeling of loneliness and like that general depressing feeling, like not like a suicidal feeling, but that general like weariness of life. It all started disappearing. So I'm like, wow, this guy's really onto something. He knows what he's talking about. And long story short, fast forward to about January of this year, I kind of let it all go. Not for any, not anything personal against you or anything like that. I guess I just thought, well, okay, everything's going fine, so I can focus on other things, right? So I stopped watching the churches. I didn't watch your radio show every day, but from time to time, but I stopped watching that. I fell out of the silent prayer. And for a bit, things were pretty much normal, right? Like how they had been before. Like I was on the same path, things were good. But slowly but surely, like my life started to spiral into a lot of toxic spaces. Like I started texting old girlfriends again. I started sleeping around. I started spending money on things that I shouldn't have been spending money on. The intrusive thoughts started coming back. And yeah, life just spiraled out of control. My relationships suffered again. So I just wanted to say to you, and maybe as a cautionary tale for all your listeners, that like once you get started on this, you should really stick with it, because I went to like a hell that was maybe 10 times worse than the hell that I was in before. Like last week, I'd never suffered from depression or any mental illness or any issue like that. Like last week, I was laying in bed and I was genuinely thinking about like, what would be the best way to kill myself? Like I was having all these dark thoughts, which I had, even before I had discovered you and even before I had started working on myself, my mind didn't go to that dark of a place, right? It was dark, but not that dark. And man, I just wanted to tell you, you were absolutely right that like if you get on it and get off it, the hell is going to be much worse. And it was much worse, much worse. So yeah, and what else was I going to say? And yeah, like it's not like when I stopped listening or stopped doing the silent prayer and all of that stuff, it's not like I consciously decided, oh, okay, now I'm going to sleep around again and waste my money and do all these toxic things, right? It wasn't like a conscious decision like that. I thought everything would just continue as it was before. But it's like Satan right away. He wasted no time. He's like, oh, he just grabbed a hold of me and he just puppeted me around like I was like a doll that he was just making dance. And I look back, I'm like, man, like just a few months of not sticking with it, and Satan just took that opportunity and he grabbed me. So it's a cautionary tale for all your viewers or people who've already started. And I guess it's like you say, like if you're going to start, don't like if you're going to start, like stay with it. Like now I'm slowly getting back into it. And yeah, that's a cautionary tale. And I just wanted to ask your advice, like what's the best way to get everything back together? Because I was on such a positive path.
Well, the one thing for sure is that if you're not to take this straight and narrow path journey, if you're not ready to go all the way through the hell, see it to the end, it's best not to even start. Because once you start and you turn back, you stop, as you said it perfectly. You stop doing the silent prayer, being aware of what's going on. You stop your work, working on yourself. To go back into hell is 1,000 times worse than what you're leaving.
Oh, Jesse, like I was honestly thinking, like just last week, as I said, I was like thinking like what would be the best way to kill myself. Like, and it wasn't, and as I said, it's not like I've had these thoughts before or I have a mental illness or something. It's just out of nowhere, Satan just is like, oh, great, now I'm really going to get him.
That's right. Because what happened is, I cannot tell you, I do a lot of counseling around the world with men and women. And I've always warned people, look, if you're not going to see this through, don't even start it. You cannot play with the spirit in that way. And some people have stopped and they went back and it was pure hell for them. And some people have not even been able to return back to the light. But hold on, Ray. I'm going to tell you how to get back to it. Hold on, all right?
Okay, sure. Thanks.
888-77 Jesse. Back in a moment. We have a counseling service, and I have to admit, thanks to God, it is the best counseling service on this side of heaven. I counsel with men and women families, and individuals around the world. Most people are unhappy, they're miserable, they have rough lives, they're depressed, suicidal, young and old, of all races. I understand, I know why, and I do understand it. Because exactly what's happening in me is happening with everybody outside of me, inside of them. And I've noticed that with those who really, really, really want to understand, they will become it just like that, out of one counseling session. If you need counseling, you can go to rebuildingaman.com or call 800-411-2663. 800-411-BOND. Best counseling service on this side of heaven. All right, folks, welcome back. Welcome back. Today is to remembrance of the men who died in the militaries for America. So make sure you take a pause today and wish their souls peace. May their soul rest in peace. And show a little gratitude by a quick thank you. And check out, we are celebrating 250 years of America. And we have this, just a reminder for those who have heard and introduce to those who have not heard, we have an American Hope coin. Watch this. Hi, I'm Jesse Lee Peterson. 2026 marks 250 years of America, and they have put my face on this beautiful silver coin to commemorate this occasion. That's amazing. Call 800-411-2663. That's 800-411-BOND. Grab yours now before they are gone. And you can also go to jesseleepeterson.shop, jesseleepeterson.shop, and we only have, it's 250 celebrations, so, and they are going like hotcakes, so don't wait around, I recommend. Also, check out the merch, the t-shirts, the mugs, and the books, and all the amazing Punchies coffee. I have my own coffee. What the? Not only do I have silver coin now, but my own coffee, and mugs and books, and it's just amazing merch. Go to jesseleepeterson.shop, jesseleepeterson.shop, or call 800-411-BOND, 800-411-BOND, or rebuildingaman.com/stores, all right? Amazing. And thank you for your support, because every dime we get goes back and doing the work. So you're really helping us to help others as you're being helped. Thank you. I want to go back to Ray. And don't forget to like these videos. Let me go quickly back to Ray out of Canada. And Ray was working on himself, according to Ray, and he stopped and went back into hell, and the darkness almost took him out. He said he considered suicide when the rainbow wasn't enough. Isn't that amazing? Ray?
Yes, hi, Jesse.
So what happens is when you come into the light a little bit, and you see a little light, and you allow God to take over your life and make it amazing by taking control, and
right.
You're in the light. But what happens when you turn away from the light, by stopping doing the silent prayer, by stopping being aware of yourself, practice being present, living from love rather than judgment, you go back into the darkness, and you go deeper into the darkness than what you ever left. Because now you know that there's a darkness, you know there's an evil, you know that there's a hell. And so when you go back into it, you're agreeing with hell even more so, and the devil and his little demons will destroy you because that's what they want. They live in you, and they don't want to leave your body. And by you going back to hell, you're really bringing on death and destruction for yourself. And most people don't recover. Some do, but most don't.
Right.
But here's what I recommend. Do what you want, but I recommend this. Now that you've got a taste of darkness and you're aware of the darkness, don't judge it. Just come back to present. Start back with the silent prayer. And you're going to have to totally reject, by being aware, those thoughts that tell you it's not going to work. You left the light, now you're in the darkness, it's not going to work. Don't believe any thoughts at all, and just stay with it anyway, and you will see that God is with you and you'll be fine.
Right. Well, I just want to say that, like, when I stopped doing all that stuff, it wasn't like I didn't want to turn away from God or anything like that. It was just more like I thought like okay, I've done all of this stuff for almost 2 years now. Like I thought it would just naturally continue, right?
And where you get that thought from?
I don't know. Probably not from the best place.
You got that thought from devil. That's why you went back. The devil told you, "Oh, Ray, you can relax now. 2 years have gone by. Exactly. You're doing fine now. Everything works." And you believe the lie again because all thoughts are all lies all the time about anything. So you went back to thoughts rather than living the life of knowing the truth.
Right.
The voice
and I just also... Yeah, of course. I just also want to say that, like, if you were to look at my life from the outside during that dark period, like, most people would be like, man, he's living the life. Like, he's with all these girls. He's, like, buying all this cool stuff. So it's not like I had negative interactions with any particular... It wasn't like that.
That's right.
It's not like people treated me badly or anything like that. But if you look from the outside, you'd be like, oh, man, he's like living the life that a man should live. Like, that's a good life for a young dude. But I don't know how to explain it. Like,
I know the hell was going on inside of you.
There was darkness, like every time, like I left a girl's house or she left my house or whatever, even though we like had a great time looking in from the outside, there was just like this dread, like this hopelessness. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah. You were back in darkness and nothing outwardly was going to, material things and people cannot, there's nothing they can do to the darkness but add to it by...
I'm seeing that now, yeah.
Yeah, by you using them as a form. Human beings use other human beings and they use material things as a form of escaping reality. And so, though you had the women, you had the money, you had the things, inwardly you were in hell.
I was. I was. Like, as I said, even before I started working on myself, I never contemplated suicide, not once.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate that, man, but just go back to working on yourself. Come back to the light because God is not going to hold that against you. He knows that the devil deceived you by telling you, you know what, Ray, 2 years gone by, you can now see you have no pain anymore. You listen to thoughts. You cannot listen to thoughts about anything.
Yeah.
So just come back to it. You'll be fine.
I'm seeing that. And yeah, it's just more of a warning to your other listeners that, don't go back. Don't go back because you might not. I almost didn't make it, so just don't go back.
Right on. Thank you, Ray. Amazing.
Okay, thanks, Jesse. Jesse. Bye.
All right, buddy. If you're not going to see this to the end, endure to the end, I would highly recommend don't even start the silent prayer. You don't have to worry about going and forgiving or anything. Stay in your misery because to come out of it or at least see it for a minute and go back into it, there are no words to express the destruction for you to come. But do what you want. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to encourage you. All right? Super.
Super
chat.
Super chats. Soul Conscious 7 Coffees. Happy birthday to the great Black Hope.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
This was, of course, Friday when it was
Right,
his birthday.
May 22nd.
Stick with it. 5 coffees. Happy B-Day, Jesse. You are amazing. God bless you.
Thank you. You stay with us. Stay with it. And thanks for the birthday wish. Amazing.
Thai gingerbread. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Happy birthday, Mr. Peterson. Or as we say in Suriname, Wan Sweti Verjari Togewenst. And I neglected to look that up first, so hopefully it wasn't bad. Don't repeat that.
And what language is that?
Suriname.
Oh, amazing. Thank you. Amazing.
Thank you, Thai gingerbread, and pardon me if I'm butchering your name. America the Beautiful bought a coffee. Happy birthday, Jesse. Still very much pregnant. 39 weeks tomorrow, meaning on Saturday, with no sign of baby coming. Sorry, it seems there will be no baby on Jesse's birthday. Frowny face.
Oh, man.
But baby girl will have your middle name.
Right
Love
on.
you and thank you for all the great advice. P.S. Punchy's coffee is delicious.
Good. I wish you well with the coming of the baby, brand new baby. And thank you for the birthday wish. And folks, y'all can get the coffee, Punch's Coffee at JesseLeePeterson.shop. Amazing. Maybe you'll have the baby on White History Month. I don't know how many, 39 months?
That's
I mean,
another
not
whole
39 months.
39 weeks.
My bad.
I think
39
40 weeks is 40 weeks is usually the limit.
Oh.
So hopefully it's not late.
Right. So it should be coming any time now.
Yeah.
Okay. I wish you well, really. Amazing. Thank you.
Very nice. Also on buymeacoffee.com/JLP Talk, Sharon 3. Happy birthday, Jesse. I hope you have an amazing day. Love you and your experts, also known as your committee, as Mays would say.
Your committee. Thank you. The birthday was amazing. For the first time in my life, I had sweet potato cake. Adriana, is it Adriana?
That's right.
Adriana, the young lady that worked for Bond, made a sweet potato cake. And it was so good. It really made you want to slap your mama and your grandma. It was the first time. And it was tasty. It reminded me of that cake that they make at Christmas time that has everything.
Fruit cake.
Fruit cake. It had that flavor somewhat of that, but not quite. But it was delicious. I mean, did you like it, Hake?
I did.
Sweet potato cake.
Definitely.
And Hake kind of
55.
55. So it must be good if Hake liked it. Amazing. Thank you.
Charles bought a coffee. Happy birthday, Jesse. For the sake of time, you made Christianity make sense to me, and it changed me forever. I just want to say thank you.
Stay with it. Stay with it. Stay with it. And you're welcome. Just stay with. You heard Ray call from Canada. You do not want to turn back. Really. You don't want to turn back. And don't let the devil deceive you into turning back. His worst nightmare, the devil, major nightmare is that you may stay in the light and the darkness, which is evil, will have to leave you. It doesn't want to leave you. Every human being is possessed with evil. That's why they treat each other so badly. They have no love. Amazing. Thank you.
Allison says, happy birthday, Jesse. Thank you for all you do. We love you. Rose, heart, and heart cat eyes, cat face for cloud bops.
Amazing.
Says Allison.
Thank you. Amazing. Love you back. We had they did a little celebration yesterday after the fellowship right here. And then another birthday cake with everything on it.
Yeah, that was good too.
And then that salad. What kind of salad was that? With the noodles and the green vegetables and.
Is that a fruit salad?
No.
No, it's not it's not a fruit salad. You're
what
right.
kind of salad was in there? The green salad.
Macaroni salad?
Macaroni, maybe macaroni.
From yesterday?
Yeah.
Pasta salad?
Yeah, like a pasta kale salad.
Oh, my.
With sun-dried tomatoes and Parmesan cheese.
Oh, my God. And so a little bit left. I can't wait for lunchtime today.
Oh, yeah.
I'm say spit.
And then Bo Derek gave me some watermelon.
Wait, what did you say?
Rachel.
Oh,
Rachel.
Bo Derek is a model woman.
I still don't know who that is.
You don't know who Bo Derek is?
She's a white woman, but she had braids at one point.
Oh my gosh, she is Bo Derek.
Uh-huh. And she brought me
Shut
some watermelon. And she said, Jesse, this watermelon is for you only. Take it home and enjoy it. And I took it home. I'm not going to share it with my staff. And there's a lot of it, too. I'm not going to share it, but I had some yesterday. Oh, God. Wasn't it?
It was a lot of watermelon.
It was a lot.
You take all that?
Or
you
it
take
is
all
a lot.
that? Like,
Yeah.
Yep.
She told me, hey,
No shame.
She said, don't share this. Take it home.
She did say that.
'Cause normally I share everything with them. And I took the watermelon home. Oh, God, I'm glad I took it home. But I share all the other stuff, the cakes and the salads and everything else with them. Amazing. Thank you.
Nick LeBoy on Rumble on Friday. I thought of you. I thought of this when you asked about words. My father would say this to me, Proverbs 18:21. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof.
Amazing. Thank
Wow.
you.
Thank you, sir.
Amazing.
Imported TV. Some people call him Uncle Jesse. Others call him Punchy. Some even call him the Great Black Hope. I call him my hermano en Cristo, which means brother in Christ. Praying hands and tan/light brown fist emoji. Happy birthday, Jesse.
Amazing. Right on. Thank you.
Nice.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Tebriga. Happy birthday, Jesse.
Thank you. Amazing.
TJ, happy birthday, Jesse. I remember speaking with you on your birthday 2 years ago. My life has changed for the better. Thank you, Jesse. I wish you 100 more birthdays.
Right on. I want 1,000 like Methuselah. Methuselah. I didn't know Methuselah was one of Adam's son. Is that true? Or was it David?
Must have been.
Yeah. Isn't that something? Amazing.
Like not even a grandkid, just a full-blown, just regular son?
I think a son. I could be wrong.
I think, okay, according to Brave AI, Methuselah was not Adam's son. He was Adam's great-great-great-great-grandson.
I knew they related. I knew there was some blood in there somewhere.
Adam fathered Seth, Seth Enosh, Enosh Canaan, Canaan Mahalalel, Mahalalel Jared, Jared Enoch, Enoch Methuselah. I didn't know Enoch was Methuselah's dad.
Me either.
Wow.
I thought Adam was, but I didn't know about Enoch. Enoch is the guy that was taken up by God, right?
I think so. He's the one who walked with God.
Yeah, he was able to, God showed him everything. And he was like, what the? That's the guy that Brady, I believe his name, from Arizona called about Enoch. So I finally saw the scriptures in a program about Enoch. Amazing.
And then Methuselah was Noah's grandpa.
Grandpa tell me about the good old days. What a mess. Thank you.
Nick LeBoy, Jesse, tonight your chitlins, hog maw, pot liquor, hoe cakes, hot dogs with peanut butter, and sweet potato pie is on me. He gives with a generous Rumble rant. Happy birthday. I wish you many more and even more wisdom. God bless you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I got to stop there, Hake.
We'll read the rest later, y'all.
Thank you very much. Amazing. Let me go to first-time caller out of Portland, Oregon. Bailey. Let's see here. Bailey, you are on the air.
Hello, Jesse. I go Mr. Greg just to make it simple.
Okay, Bailey, come back to your phone.
Oh, I am at the phone.
Okay, are you on Bluetooth or something?
No, it's a wireless, like, home phone.
Okay, right now I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, well, I just wanted to say, glad to see that things are being patriotic on Memorial Day and all that. And also, I can't believe you and Pearly Things were talking. That was great this morning.
Amazing. I love Pearly Things.
Oh, I was impressed. I was like, wait, they even know each other.
I've been on her show before, down there in Texas.
As a Portland Oregonian, that makes me jealous because I've never heard anything bad about Texas.
Amazing. Well, thank you.
And then one more thing before I go. Just wanted to say, people like you literally get me inspired because it makes me think about marriage. And of course, I'm giving a note because my veteran grandfather today just got out of the hospital recently, and he's been married for 65 years.
Amazing. Marriages used to last that long. You're absolutely right. I wish him well, man.
He's almost 100, still looking decent in my opinion.
Right on. Amazing.
Anyways, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you, Bailey. 888-7753-773. Let me go to Edward out of Texas. Let's see here. Edward, you are on the air.
Hey, brother Jesse, how have you been?
All is well, Edward.
I'm gonna try not to lie with you this time, but it's my third time calling, my brother. And first and foremost, I want to wish you from the bottom to the top of my heart a very happy birthday, my brother.
Thank you. Amazing.
And I want to let you know, Jesse, that ever since you crossed my life, my brother, the truth does live in you, and it totally woke me up. At first, I'm like, who is this black old crazy man? But something in my heart was like, give it a try. Put it in your life, practice it in your life. So I started, my brother, and it's going close to a year that you crossed my life, my brother. And first and foremost, this past December, I finally forgave my father in person. I told him everything I felt about him, how I hated him, how I wished him dead, how, he wasn't around because he was an abusive alcoholic father towards my mother, how I was overprotected by my mother. I grew up thinking I was a mama's boy. I grew up, being taught and told that I was the baby of the family. Keep in mind, I'm 35 years old, or young. And, brother, you had said, don't ever take labels that the world throws at you. You are none of those things. So that truth sparked something in me that I'm like, he's right. I'm not a mama's boy.
Yeah.
I'm a man.
Yeah.
And also the baby of the family. I'm a grown man. And so I started acknowledging that. And whenever you said to walk with God like Christ did, that's exactly what I'm doing. And in order to get there, you have to forgive the original children of God, which is your mother and your father. I forgave my father. We finally saw eye to eye. And that moment, Jesse, he and I, we started lying because our eyes started crying. And then we hugged it out, my brother. We hugged it out. And I felt a chain, a dark, heavy chain just break in that moment. He hugged me. I hugged him. We looked eye to eye. And now I see him as a brother. I see him as an older version of me, a wiser version of me. Because you spoke the truth that you said they were here before us and that they went through hell like we go through hell. So they know exactly. And then I called you the first time, for Thanksgiving, dreaming of a white America. Then I called you twice again. And I remember I was drunk, but I don't remember what we spoke about. And you were like, you drinking at this time in the morning? So it goes to say my
Edward, hold
brother,
on. I'm sorry, Edward. Hold on for me. Hold on to the drinking thing. I'll be right back. Hate news, not the fake news. 1 more hour to go. Back in a moment. Hold on, Edward.
Listening to you a couple of months ago, bro, I don't even need to hear the word depression. I don't even care about that because that's not anything that I identify with anymore.
Nice.
I'm 100% cured. I'm 100% better because I've been listening to the Jesse Lee Peterson show, and I can't even begin to tell you how much I appreciate you. And I just can't even, begin to tell you how much I really appreciate the things that you're doing for young men. Young men need to hear this, and young men need to know this message that you're delivering because it's important. It's vital to their lives, Jesse. I just wanted to let you know that, man.
That's amazing. I mean, you made my day, man. When I hear one soul has returned to the Father, it's like 1,000. It's better than silver and gold. So God bless you, man.
A whole lot of mess going on in this here world. Am I right or am I right? I do believe I'm right. This is the end of hour 2 of the Jesse Lee Peterson Show. Monday, May 25th. Memorial Day, y'all, here in America. AD 2026. There's one line open. Hang tight, callers and super chatters. We shall get to more of your calls and super chats and more great stories in the third and final hour of the Jesse Lee Peterson Show for Female Monday. Shout out, ladies. Everybody loves Mondays, and we all ought to love the ladies, too. Nice. And then after the, this is Hake News, not fake news right now. After the Jesse Lee Peterson Show, the Hake Report. Memorial Day with Hake. And then American Anchor, baby. Very fun. Very nice. Some serious mess, such as Pope Leo I was starting to tell you about Pope Leo warning about AI fueling conflict. He calls for slower AI advances in this manifesto, and he likens the threat to the biblical Tower of Babel. Whoa, because people think that they're God, stuff like that, or that AI is a God. Somebody thought something like that. On Monday, May 25th, that was today, Pope Leo XIV released his first encyclical Magnificat Humanitas at the Vatican, urging robust legal frameworks, independent oversight, and strict limits on military artificial intelligence, AI. So only the terrorists are going to have it, because they're not going to listen to the Pope. But anyway, Pope Leo XIV signed the document May 15th at the 135th anniversary of Pope Leo the 13th's Rerum Novarum, framing AI as another industrial revolution posing existential challenges to human so-called dignity and labor. The nearly 43,000-word encyclical asserts it is not permissible to entrust lethal decisions to AI systems, while demanding transparency and accountability to protect workers and children from algorithmic exploitation. Anthropic co-founder Chris Olah joined the Vatican launch, sparking debate over endorsement versus dialogue. Paolo Carrozza, a law professor at Notre Dame Law School, called it a defining document for our era. Experts view the encyclical as a benchmark for global AI governance, with policymakers urged to prioritize the common good over profit while addressing the digital revolution's moral challenges. Whatever. Anyway, at least 19 were injured in South Carolina at a stampede at an annual motorcycle rally. What? Terrible. And one was dead and 36 injured at an explosion at a New York City shipyard. Whew. Meanwhile, in California, trouble all over the country. Down in Garden Grove, right down the way, a crack that was found in a toxic chemical tank could actually relieve pressure, according to Drudge and Yahoo News, because 50,000 people, I think, were evacuated from that area because they were concerned that there would be like an explosion with this toxic chemical tank exploding. But there's a crack there, and it may relieve pressure. At least that was the headline recently. Whew. A suspect is dead in D.C., and a bystander wounded, pretty badly hurt, but not life-threatening, they say, as shots were fired near the White House, according to a report. You heard about that earlier in the first hour of the Jesse Lee Peterson Show, about that black guy who thought he was Jesus, or claimed to be, in a year prior when he had run-ins with police and stuff like that. And a federal judge has dismissed human smuggling charges against Kilmar Abrego Garcia. He's that guy, I forget which dad he is, a dad from one of those New England states or something. On Friday, U.S. District Judge Waverly D. Crenshaw Jr. dismissed a federal human smuggling case against Kilmar Abrego Garcia. He's the guy that we were trying to deport, Salvadorian guy. And we did deport him, but then we had to bring him back or something. So he's charged with stuff, but they dismissed one of the cases. I'm James Hake. Now back to JLP. Hour 3.
to stand up strong. Ain't the truth about themselves to understand what went wrong. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way to stand up, stand up, stand up.
Uniting the races with truth instead of dividing them with lies. We also are rebuilding the family by rebuilding the man. Good morning. I am Jesse Lee Peterson. You can get involved by calling 888-7753-773, 888-77-JESSE. And my brand new biblical question for this week. Jesus said to deny... No, that's not it. I thought they updated this thing. Let me see, folks. I got to go up to the top of my page. Hold on 1 minute here. Can we update this so I don't have to keep...
I thought he did.
He did not do it. I told him to, but for some reason he didn't do it.
Oh, weird.
Huh?
I said, oh, weird.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's right here.
The brand new biblical question: has the Christ resurrected in you? Has the Christ resurrected in you? My producer was supposed to update my patent. He didn't do it for some reason, so I had to go all the way up to the top again to find it. Has the Christ resurrected in you? Nick, that video you showing where they open the grave, I went there.
Wait, you went here?
I went there.
That's like a place?
Yeah, that's where Christ was buried when he would die. So when I went to Israel, I went to visit the grave that place where he slept. He died.
And they had the big old rock in front of it like I seen in the cartoons?
Well, they had the rock was moved back, so they didn't put it back on. But you can see where he laid, and you go down the little stair scene, and you can see where he laid.
That's amazing.
Isn't that amazing? You got to go to Israel.
Oh, yeah.
And walk through the Bible.
I forgot I can't get it to heaven. I've been putting that off. But as the years go on, I'm starting to think of Israel.
That's right. But anyway, we have every way that you can watch and support the show listed on JesseLeePeterson.com/show, JesseLeePeterson.com/show. And if you're out and about and you just got to run around, you can't sit and watch the show, but you would love to, you can podcast the show and still listen to it on your phone anywhere in the world by calling the listen line on TalkStream Live at 605-615-4131. That's 605-615-4131. And to donate and have your comments read out loud, go to buymeacoffee.com/JLP Talk. Buymeacoffee.com/JLP Talk or Bond JLP Cash App. Bond JLP Cash App. It's Monday. And because we love the ladies, every Monday is Female Monday. All my life, I had to fight my brothers, my daddy, my brothers, my uncle.
I like to make men uncomfortable.
All my life I had to fight.
Let women take over.
Some of us believe that women are getting paid less than men.
I proudly say I'm a feminist. Thank you.
Deep in their soul, they want to be home with those babies. We've been lied to for so long.
a spiritual battle, and human nature is evil. This is hell on earth. Earth is not heaven, and human beings are not gods. Look around you. Look at your own life. Look how you feel about people, and treat people, and judge people, and hate people. Hell on earth, but you can overcome hell and live heaven on earth. The kingdom of heaven is within. Let me go back to Edward out of Texas. Hey, Edward.
Sir.
And so you forgave your father and you really start to see things clearer. Did you forgive your mother?
Oh, man. Yes, sir. Man, there's so much truth that has woken in me. And so I started doing the silent prayer, and then I'm like, man, he says to forgive in order to be forgiven and be one with the Father, not only the earthly Father, but our heavenly Father, our Creator.
Yeah.
So I did that, and I literally felt this weight off of me spiritually. And even though I forgave him this past December, I was still struggling with alcoholism and drug addiction and perversion through the phone and whatnot. And when I would get messed up, Jesse, on hard drugs and alcohol, that's when, and it was because of your beautiful words that you say, all thoughts are all lies all the time, about anything. Well, my thoughts were horrible. They were getting perverted, but worse and worse and darker, or they were getting loneliness and depression worse and darker, to the point of suicide. I would hear crazy things like, if you want us to let you alone and to leave you alone in your mind, kill yourself so you won't have to hear us anymore. Very dark stuff that I don't wish it on my worst enemy. And basically, I also started hearing that my mama was a B-word and all this stuff. And I'm like, what the heck? I love my mom, or what I thought it was love, but you said it's emotional, therefore it was never love, which you're totally right. Because God's love is very different, and it's just perfect. It's full of peace. And anyways, so eventually I'm going 2 months over, Jesse. And when I started it, I was going to a Christian retreat with, grown men. And the thing was, Jesse, me and my brother were heading home on the highway. We were stuck in traffic, and now I couldn't stop talking about you and what you're teaching people. And so I was letting him know your big message: forgive your mother, forgive your father. You'll be one with God like Christ was on earth. You'll have heaven on earth. And then I started telling him how, I'm not a mama's boy. I'm not the labels that life or my mom over, because she overly protected me, And anyways, so like you said, brother, she's dead, but she's been gone. This month, May, on the 13th, 14th, marked her 5 years that she went ahead of us. But anyways, so that's when I started my sobriety, and before going to the Christian retreat, that's when we were stuck on the traffic, and my brother started telling me something so beautiful, Jesse. God really works, and he starts interceding instantly. That he's like, my mama knew she messed up. So that blew my mind, and so I asked him, I'm like, what do you mean? It's like my soul, my spirit was yearning for that truth. And he said, I had a conversation with our mother, and she said, Edward is the way he is, a mama's boy, very emotional. And so I had my mother on a pedestal, Jesse. She was my God personally in my life.
Yeah.
And God had to take her away, because I spoke to him like a man, and he's like, my son, your mother was done with you. And you have things that unfinished business with your father. That's why he's still there with you. So I understood what he meant. And then you came into my life at such a perfect moment that I'm like, that's what I'm missing, to bridge the gap of forgiveness, of loving and understanding, and that will bring on God and his peace and his mercy and his power and wisdom. And so that day, man, again, in the truck with my brother, when he told me that my mother felt bad and she knew she did me wrong, man, I started lying again because my eyes started crying. And I just felt, again, brother, I felt that chain ripped off of me, man. And then I just felt his mercy and grace overfill me. And you said something so beautifully, Jesse. You said, man, every day, our job, you know, and that's why I love that you say stick with it, stick with it, stick with it. Every day, you said something about being an empty cup every day. Because God is always going to be God, and he's always going to be love, and God cannot deny himself. Therefore, let him fill your cup every day. Every day, stay in the present, you know. And I started doing that, and I've gotten so much stronger, so much wiser. Just like that handsome brother that said, Jesse, I don't identify with my depression anymore. So am I. No suicidal thoughts, no depression, no homosexuality, bisexuality, all those qualities out there. I don't recognize with none of those, because that was turning my life into a mess.
Yeah.
And then also, I forgave my father, forgave my mother, and I've been walking different. And yes, sir, my life hasn't been the same. I go to the store. It's like beer and alcohol doesn't exist to me anymore, let alone, you also said something truthful when you said it, because I'm like, that's kind of dumb. But it's actually, that's the answer. You said, stop fighting it. And you're so right, because the more I fight it, the more I lost. And I will go back to it. Because the more time it was in my mind.
Absolutely, man. You can't fight it. You let go and let the Spirit of God fight it for you.
Yes, sir. And Jesse, I don't want to take so much time, time from you, but I have this gift that I've been working on for like going on those 2 months actually, and it's kind of, I was like, it will be a good, good present to Jesse. And then I thought to myself, when is your birthday? And coincidentally, it just happened. But I've been working on this for close to 2 months now, and it's a gift. And I would love for you to hear it. But it's basically because you've impacted my life so much, my brother, that I was thinking to myself, oh, Lord, I hope I don't start lying to Jesse the moment he answers my call. Because I just really want to hug you, man, from heart to heart, eye to eye, and just thank you, man, so much. Because God is using you in big ways. And I thank you for my soul, my spirit, my salvation, obviously because of God. But I know for sure he used you as a vessel to reach other people. And basically, it's basically your intro that I did it and I styled it my way. And if you allow me, I will gladly, as your birthday present.
Okay, go ahead.
2 minutes, brother. 3 tops.
Okay.
Here we go, brother. Living in the world today, men have got to stand up strong, face the truth about themselves to understand what went wrong. I know that we could find a way. I know that we could find a way. I know that we could find a way. Stand up, stand up, stand up. Uniting the races with truth instead of dividing them with lies. We're also rebuilding the family by rebuilding the man. I'm Jesse Lee Peterson. Good morning if you are black. Good morning if you are not all, but most. Hi, y'all. My personal biblical question is, it's a doozy. It's a ooh la la. It's a Guantanamera. It's a Como Talibou. It's the Mamma Mia. It's the Nigarara. It's the Hot Tamale, si senor. And lastly, it's a my mama don't like you, but she likes the biblical question. And the biblical question is it easier to admit you love your health or to lay your weapons down? You can give us a call at 888-7753-773. That's 888-77-JESSE. And I would answer, but I'll put my 2 cents in on Sunday. If God willing and the creek don't ride.
Amazing.
There you go.
Amazing. Thank you, man.
God bless you, Jesse. God bless you from the bottom to the top of my heart. May God keep you and give you so many years, because Lord knows us young men, we need it. We need it, and we need the truth, and we need the light. And your silent prayer, man, it's really not that silent. It's louder than anything in the world. And I love that irony that you call it the silent prayer. But when the Holy Spirit intercedes for you, man, you become one with the Father. And God actually revealed to me so many demonic things in spirit in the silent prayer, my brother. And he told me, he's like, my son, they're inside you.
Yeah.
And there were multiple, Jesse, ugly looking, man. And I was like, Father, why aren't they doing anything to me? And then he said, my son, because I'm here. When he said that, I looked down. His arm was behind me, like hugging me under my rib cage, my brother, and I felt unstoppable. I felt that I was with him. We were one, and nothing can stop me. And he was revealing it to me. And God is so perfect that he said, let me take them out. He didn't say, I will take them out. I'm going to, or do you want me to? Because the Spirit and God already knows what you really want. And when he said that, I fully just submerged myself in his glory. Man, he's a light beyond any light, shinier than any sun.
Absolutely.
So,
I got to run because of time, but you stay
Yes,
with
sir.
it. You stay with it no matter what. Don't let other people talk you out of it, and don't let Satan in your mind talk you out of it. You ever see
Thank you, brother
anything,
Jesse.
it gets better. Right
Thank you,
on,
brother.
man.
God
Thank
bless
you.
you. Bye-bye.
All right. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. That was, before I go back to the calls here, that was over the weekend. They're having these young, not all the time though, I don't think, but mostly black young people gathering together and really just create riots and fights and disturbance, and it's out of control. So it looked like, and I could be wrong, it's going to be a long, hot summer. And keeping cool will be the thing. ABC is reporting 5 Chicago police officers were hit by a driver while breaking up an after-prom team takeover on early Sunday. And this happened in Chicago. Watch this from CBS Chicago.
Not only did multiple teenagers end up in the hospital as a result of a large gathering, we know there were many on different parts of the West Side overnight. 5 Chicago police officers were also sent to the hospital after a car drove through one of those crowds.
There's a large teen gathering.
Calls we heard over police scanner radio giving a look into what Chicago police were up against in the middle of the night near Loomis and Roosevelt.
We've got about 100 teens dispersing south of Roosevelt and Loomis.
Large groups of teenagers in the street, this time on the west side.
This car just ran through a whole crowd of Chicago police officers.
This video posted to social media shows the moments after a driver went through a crowd of people, including police officers.
They getting 3 ambulances over there. Officer was struck.
Police say 5 officers were taken to the hospital, an 18-year-old man arrested after driving a blue sedan in the wrong direction, eventually crashing into a pole and then a fence.
The accountability mechanism.
Today, Mayor Brandon Johnson reacting to a violent weekend so far.
These unauthorized gatherings, as we have indicated multiple times, that they can be dangerous. And in this case, we saw the manifestation of that danger.
Amazing. This has nothing at all to do with racism, folks. Racism doesn't exist. This is pure evil coming from the home. And then the world telling these blacks it's racism. It's not you. They've been told that generation after generation, this is what you get. They got to do what we all have to do if we want to be free. We got to forgive our mothers and return to the Father. Our earthly father, and by returning to the earthly father, by forgiving him for not protecting us from the mother, we return to God. And this kind of stuff will end. But the children of the lie, like Brandon Johnson and others who will not do anything about this stuff, they want it this way. They want these blacks and anyone to be mad. They want you fighting. They want you to be destructive. That brings in money and power for them. Fake power, but they think it's power. And it's going to get worse. This reminds me so much of South Africa. Every time I see it, I think of South Africa now. We used to report on this kind of stuff out of South Africa with the blacks doing this. It's now in America out of control. Within the same hour, within the same hours that 5 officers were struck by an 18-year-old driver, gunfire erupted, injuring 14. Watch this from CBS Chicago.
Within the same hour, those officers were injured, gunshots rang out, while other Chicago police officers were near Washtenaw Park. Police say they found 4 gunshot victims there, 3 girls, 1 18-year-old, 2 16-year-olds. The 4th victim, a boy who is just 14 years old. Police say a male suspect ran off on foot before officers arrived. We captured police on scene walking out with 2 people in handcuffs. Mayor Brandon Johnson saying the accountability cannot just lie with the teenagers in this case.
We need our parents to know where their children are. I know where my son was at 3 o'clock in the morning. After he went to prom, he came home. And we need parents to ensure that their children are coming home.
In connection to the mass shooting that left the 4 teens in the hospital, Chicago police say so far they've made no arrests.
Didn't this so-called mayor object to when they said they're going to start punishing parents for their children? Remember Janine Shapiro? What?
Janine Pirro?
Pirro said that they're going to, she announced that. He said he was against that in one from a, and I think we played it last week. Did we, Nick?
Yeah, I remember playing that.
And
yeah, he expressed some, maybe that's not the best way or something like that.
Yeah, he didn't like the idea that you, something, I don't remember exactly what this so-called mayor said, but I don't think he thought it was fair that the parents should be punished for it or something. What a mess, huh? I don't have the exact quote, but this guy is not real. They want the blacks acting this way. They want it. This man is not for bringing back police and funding the police and bringing back bail bond and doing what it takes. But yes, he's wrong for that, but I blame the individuals, though. The parents who raise these people, and these people, as they become adults, not taking responsibility for their own life. Because when it's all said and done, you, the individual, is responsible for their own lives. And it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. I want to show you one other quick thing from Grok. And I want to know your thoughts on this moment between 2 young girls and so-called few pro-life women. This is from Grok. A video from a public festival.
Pro-choice women.
Oh, not pro-life, pro-choice females. Pro-choice females. This is from Grok. A video from a public festival shows 2 girls around 10 and 11 years old pushing back against a pro-choice female who tried to stop them from speaking with anti-abortion activists. Watch this from X.
Hey, don't be influenced by these people. Hey, we're having a great conversation. It's really rude to interrupt. These ladies approached me. Yeah.
And you say that's okay. Because that's
baby.
A baby. Yeah, yes, it is. I'm a living person.
I can promise you, I've looked at the cells of babies. That's not one. I've never had an abortion, but guess what? If I got I would get an abortion.
No.
I absolutely would.
You would just do adoption. My auntie got she didn't abort her baby.
Yeah, but what if you don't have the ability?
My auntie.
You don't have the ability. What if how old are you?
You want to talk to her?
10
How old are
and
you?
11.
14. Okay. How old are you?
14.
Okay. These ladies could teach you a lot, actually. They've been talking to me. this entire conversation.
Well, clearly they can.
Yeah. I'm sorry?
I know you're so much need to promise you.
Yeah, you came up here and started telling them lies.
What do you think about that?
Ladies. I shake my head all around.
What a mess.
Uh,
Two devils fighting, and both sides think that they're right. Leave the battlefield. Lay your weapon down. This is hell on earth. And it's not going to get better. But you, as an individual, can get better. You heard Edward's call from Texas. You can live in paradise right here on earth. But you got to live from within and stop the fighting. You can't change another person. And you're not supposed to try. And you can't even change yourself. And everybody have the life that they want. So if they want to kill the children in their own womb, let them kill them. They're responsible for that. If they want to have the baby, let them have it. They're responsible for that. You stop playing God. God gave this life to you freely, and freely you can live whatever way you want. Really. It's up to you. And every human being has the life that they want. Whatever it may be, that's the life you want. And you have a right to live in misery or decide, you know what, I'm sick of being in misery. And reach out to the Father, and the Father will give you life. Super, super.
Super chat.
Super chat.
Over on Rumble on Friday, Spaz Out said, happy birthday, death day, Unky J. Lee. Eat, drink, and be merry for the weekend.
Oh, amazing.
And
Don't quite understand it, but thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Homesteader Nick gifted a subscription on Jesse Lee Peterson's Rumble.
Thank you. Amazing.
Nick LeBoy, thank you again for your generous covering of the pot liquor and hoe cakes and hot dogs with peanut butter and all that stuff. Very nice.
Nice.
G. Fontes says, I was recently told how, quote-unquote, Americans are kept from so much news that the rest of the world has access to. I did not get any answer to why can't Americans get the same news via the internet. Maybe they can.
Amazing. Thank you.
Thank you, G. Fontes.
Yeah, thank you.
Cornerstone says, happy birthday on Cash App.
Thank you. Amazing birthday, and thank you for the birthday wish and the support. Thank you.
Oshkosh, happy born day, Uncle Jesse Lee Peterson. Amazing.
Amazing. Thank you.
Sean Gray, happy birthday, sir. Estra 5, stay with it.
Stay with it, stay with it, stay with it. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Laddie, hear no evil, speak no evil, see no evil. Not in that order. Pardon me, I butchered the order. But anyway, no such thing as premeditation or premediation. No such thing as probable cause. No such thing as provocation, says Laddie.
Amazing. Thank you, Laddie.
Thanks as always.
Yeah.
Cheddar Bob, happy birthday, Jesse. Stay with it, stay with it.
Stay with it.
Hashtag Steak Fund.
Thank you. Amazing.
Francais, pardon me if I'm butchering your name. Please tell me, someone, how do you forgive your mother when she replies, why should you forgive me? I never did anything wrong. Whenever I try to tell her, she becomes angry and says she feels attacked, then the conversation breaks down.
Amazing. Well, don't argue with her. Don't try to prove anything to her. Let her say and act whatever way she want to act. You forgive her. Don't ask for forgiveness. You forgive her, and the Father will forgive you and make you free. Leave your mother in her misery. Don't try to force her.
We'll have to read the rest of these later, y'all.
Okay, I got to take a break. And when I come back, your phone calls and more of your super chat. The scratch off is available on peels.net. Back in a moment. Check out Punchy's Coffee. I have my own coffee now. Punchy Coffee is good. Every bag is roasted to order. Freshest flavor, top quality, specialty grade beans. Good. Every dime goes back to Bar, my nonprofit. And we are rebuilding the family by rebuilding the man. So when you're drinking coffee and enjoying it, just know you're helping somebody. Amazing coffee. Punchy has his own coffee now. What the? And it's so good. All the way from the plantation to my own coffee. Who would have thought? Did that coffee come from the plantation? Did I pick my own coffee? Check it out. Go to rebuildingtheman.com, rebuildingtheman.com/stores, and get Punchy's coffee. Amazing. What's going on? Tell me what's going on. The Hake Report is coming up at the top of this hour. The Hake, Hake report.com, from 9 to 11. And after the Hake Report, the American Anchor Baby. The American Anchor Baby from 11 to 1. And then check out Punchy TV, PUNCHIE.TV, with Bill. Like, follow, subscribe. Bill is on fire in Bill's way. His own way of being on fire. Check him out, Punchy TV, brand new episode up there. And every Wednesday, he does a brand new episode. And don't forget to check out the fallenstate.tv. Every Friday we put out a brand new episode of the Fallen State.tv. Let me go to Matthew out of Pittsburgh. Matthew, you are on the air. Hey, Matthew.
Hello, Jesse.
Hey, Matthew.
How you doing, sir?
All is well.
Good to hear. Happy birthday.
Thank you,
God
man.
bless.
It was amazing.
Yes, sir. And thank you for all those that served and gave their all for us to be here. I appreciate that.
Right on.
I called in a few years ago, probably about 2019, and you wished me a happy birthday, and thank you for that. And it's my second time calling, but unfortunately, it's a little different circumstances. I got attacked. Yes, on Saturday.
You got attacked?
Yeah, there was a group of 6. I guess they call them teens now, and we were in a 7-Eleven, and they started shoplifting. And when I called them out for it, they surrounded me and chased me out in the street and pushed me to the ground and started stomping my head and all that. So.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you white?
Happy Memorial Day. Yes, sir.
And were they black?
Yes, sir.
Wow. And so, did you work at this store or something?
No, I was just, I live across the street. I live downtown in Pittsburgh, and I was going to go to 7-Eleven and on 3 o'clock on a Saturday afternoon. So.
And so, did you have to go to the hospital or anything?
I went to the hospital just to get checked out. They did a CT scan and all that. So.
That's amazing. Did the police catch these people?
I haven't found out yet. It's Memorial Day, so I assume, or I'll probably go into the police station to find out what happened tomorrow and maybe talk to the DA or whatever, and we'll see what happens. But it's funny because...
Go ahead.
Well, I live like a block away from what's called Market Square, which is It's like a market district with shops and stuff.
Right.
They set up like a curfew for teens, like from 3 to 12 o'clock p.m. And they got social workers and police out there, and that's just a couple blocks from where I live. And it's a real nice area, but I'm wondering if they weren't allowed to go there. They came just around the other neighborhoods, and I don't know. I'm curious what's going to happen.
So do you live? So like you live in a black area in Pittsburgh or a white area?
I mean, I live right in the triangle, which you could probably. I was curious. There's a dot map that you can pull up on Google, and it shows all the different ethnicities for the area, and you can kind of see which parts of town have which parts of what. And my area is, business district, cultural district, so it's mostly white, but, all the north and the south and the east are surrounded by communities of, folks.
And so are you sore and scraped up and abused up and all that?
Yes, sir.
Really? And so you were in the store, but you didn't work there. Did the workers try to run them off?
I mean, there's only one worker in there. It's a really tiny shop, kind of on a corner.
Uh-huh.
And they have a sign that says, no more than 4 students at a time. But I don't think they read the sign or followed the rules. And when they went in there and started stealing sandwiches and different stuff, and I said, hey, put that back, And I tried to tell the staff, and that's when they kind of cornered me and started getting in my face and throwing punches and chasing me out in the street, and I tripped, and once I was on the ground, they started stomping me in my head and punching me. And there was about 6 of them, so for those 5 to 10 seconds, it was like, oh man, is this it? Anyway.
And then, what was the age range? Do you know?
I mean, I don't know for certain, but they look like teenagers. Probably, I'm wondering if any of them were over 18, kind of thing. And if they were, then adult circumstances. But
did the store worker was it a male or female? The worker?
A male, but he was by himself.
Did he come out to try to help you?
No.
He did not come out to help you? No
one helped me. Like, I was surrounded by people in the intersection, and they were all telling me to stop as I was being chased by, 4 or 5 different people, and they told me to leave them alone. And
they were telling you to leave the blacks alone?
Yeah. There was a woman in her car. She was screaming at me, She said, I have my children in the car. And to be honest with you, I thank God that no one had a gun or a knife. We've had people getting slashed and shot here in the last week or so, and so thankfully they were just cowards. But,
do you think if you had the Second Amendment with you, they would have done that?
I think if I had the Second Amendment with me, I wouldn't have talked to them because I would have the responsibility not to put myself in this situation. But I think if I had a weapon with me and there were 6 people stomping me on the ground, that hopefully I have the right to defend myself.
And did you say there were police and social workers around?
Well, at the time in the store, there were just, other customers who kind of helped me once they hit me and I fell and all that, and I tried to leave the store. They sort of helped, but no one around once I got outside was trying to help. So
amazing.
Well, I called the police, and they showed up a couple minutes later, and paramedics, and so we'll see what happens with the investigation. But
so the worker didn't even call the police for you?
I don't know if they did or not. I can't say. I know that the police got to talk to the folks down there and try to get camera footage because there's like 18 cameras in there. But.
And you said that someone in the store tried to help you?
No. Well,
No?
I mean, no. Well, a couple of folks, yeah. I'd say once I tried to get it out of there, they were kind of stopping the teens from coming at me. But once I got outside, I was on my own.
That's amazing. So, because of time, do you regret saying anything to them inside the store?
Well, I'll be honest with you, Jesse. I love you, and God bless you. And I don't have any fear. I believe God is on my side. So no, I don't feel bad about standing up to evil and taking a couple of scrapes and whatnot for it. But it's sad that America is in this place where we have to be terrorized by kids who think they can dress as ninjas. And
yeah. This is South Africa now, and white people under genocide, and it's only going to get worse. And the people who are allowing these mobs to go around and attack police, the police and businesses, they want this to happen. They are using the blacks in order to destroy white people. And so they don't want it to end, because if they wanted this to end, this mob mentality to end, it'll be over already. But they don't want it. This is the only purpose of black people on earth now, around the world, is for destruction. If black were of good and trying to do good, and some are, not all, but some are, they need the black and want the blacks to do what they're doing. That's why they're allowing it to happen.
I guess, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
So I know you say, lay down your arms, and I guess, what do you think in that situation? Do you think you should stand up and say something and take the beating, or was it foolish? I mean, I'm thankful I didn't get stabbed or shot, but
it was foolish for you to be in that store and try to stop the mob, because no one was going to look out for you at all. They're afraid. The workers are afraid, and they were not going to look out for you. And so it was foolish of you to try to stop the mob, because it wasn't happening to you. It was happening in the store. And I would not have suggested you done that, to be honest.
I agree. I think my thoughts took over.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Your ego to the stage, like, you got to be a hero. But this happening all the time. I see this happening sometimes in the store that I go to. I see the black with those bags on the back of their show. What do you call those bags? Tote bag. Backpack bag. And they be going into the stores, and they stuff in the bag with merchandise and just walk out. No one does anything, so I just let them do it. If this is what they want to allow, this is what they get.
I went over to one of the convenience stores and asked them, what do you do when people start coming, or groups of 6 kids come in here and dressed all in black and start taking stuff? He's like, yeah, you just let them do it. You know? It's like, but that means I'm paying more for everything, and they're terrorizing my neighborhood. I mean, I don't know. I feel like we should have a new term called teen terrorists.
Yeah, absolutely. But they're not going to do it because it's majority blacks doing it.
I don't know what to.
If white people were doing the same thing, I guarantee you they would call it terrorist attack. And there would be laws passed for terrorist attack.
Yeah, and kids wearing masks in public. And
But yeah, I thought, it's just me thinking it, but you made a horrible mistake. I wouldn't have said anything to them.
I don't know. It seems wrong to me to let evil just...
It is wrong, but it wasn't happening to you. It was happening to the people that own that store. And they're not going to do anything. As you see, they didn't even call the police for you know. And the man didn't come out to help you or anything.
Yeah.
And all they're going to do is put some locks into the store now and hide the merchandise behind locks and things like that. But I wish you well, Matthew. That is an awful thing, man. Here's the key, though. Don't hate them.
I forgive them.
Yeah. But if they go to jail, put them in jail, but don't hate them.
Yeah, no, I hope that they forgive their mothers for turning them away from their fathers, and forgive their fathers for not being there to protect them from their mothers, and I hope that they'll, realize Jesus is their brother and God's their father.
Right.
And I don't have any resentment against them. They're just stupid kids.
But if they catch them, though, make sure you press charges.
Oh yeah, I'm pressing charges. I'm gonna make sure the wheels of justice turn. But
right. But don't be angry. And a white man ain't safe in America no more.
He's like in South Africa. 9 going north. Man,
what a mess.
What a mess. Thank you, Jesse. I appreciate it.
All
You
right.
lift my spirits.
I wish
God
you
bless
well,
you, sir.
man.
You too, sir.
All right, buddy. Bye now. Amazing. Ken, it's the first time I call out of Missouri. I see. Ken, you're on the air.
Hi, Jesse.
Hey, Ken.
I just wanted to say a late and happy birthday to you.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. It was amazing.
And I really, I just wanted you to know, I really think you're doing God's work. I think God's with you. There's no doubt.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
But I had a question for you though.
Yes.
Well, I figure there's only two types of callers. The guys that like you and the guys that don't. I'm curious though. Each one of them would have definitely seen your show quite a few times. So I'd imagine they'd know if they called in like that. The lady you had on, the one that was trying to say women, weren't treated fairly. She had to have known you was going to just destroy her argument and tear her apart. And I just wonder what makes them call in. What makes them keep? What do you think keeps making these people call in? And just they have to know ahead of time. It's not. I just don't think they're calling you thinking, well, I'm going to get Jesse. He's clearly not. Hasn't been doing this for a long time or something. They must know better.
They want the truth.
They want the truth?
Yeah.
I suppose that's good at least.
Yeah. And sometimes Satan has such a hold on people's mind and emotions. Satan tell you, call them up and attack, blah, 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 whatever, right? But it's something in there that want the truth. They're just not ready to go all the way with it yet.
Yeah, that seems like it. Seems like it must be what's happening to them.
What a mess.
What a mess for sure, Jesse. What a mess.
But we
got listening
to
you since COVID. I'm sorry, bud.
We got to wish everybody well, be the light, so that those who want to return to the Father, you can point them back to the Father.
That's true.
Back to God.
That is true. And I just want to say I've been listening since COVID. I'm a huge fan. I really am, Jesse. I think you're doing something here that nobody else is doing, and it kind of helps people make sense of what's going on.
Yes, absolutely. And that's what you're supposed to think for yourself, not just take anyone's word at anything. Make sure you see it for yourself. Then you'll know if it's true or not.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Amazing. Well, Ken, thanks for your call and thanks for your support, man. I appreciate it.
Hey, and just keep doing what you're doing. Thanks for being a good guy and helping all these people.
Right on. Thank you, buddy.
Right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
God bless.
You too. Thank you. Super. Super chat.
Super chats. Over on Rumble, Amp Hands gifted 5 subscriptions on Jesse Lee Peterson.
Thank you. Amazing. You got to know how to rumble.
Very nice.
Amazing. Yeah.
Baruch
H.
Or Baruch, pardon me if I'm butchering your name. New member on the Bond YouTube channel.
Right on. Thank you, Baruch.
Yeah, these are Sunday updates from church with Jesse Lee Peterson.
Right on. Thank you.
John, very generous, no message.
Thank you, John.
Reflex 2420. Tell Jesse to pray over the guy having health problems. Praying hands. God bless.
Thank you. Which guy?
There was somebody who had health problems, and he feared health issues or death when you ask people what their fear is in church yesterday.
Oh, okay. I wish him well.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Marty, good morning, Jesse and crew. Hope you had a wonderful weekend. And Jesse, hope you had a wonderful birthday. Still young, sir. Love you guys and God bless.
Amazing. I did. It was amazing. The weekend was fast. Went by really fast. It was amazing. And thank you.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And also on YouTube, Peter80, thank you, Jesse, and the team for the best fellowship this side of heaven. Amazing.
Amazing. Thank you. Check out Fellowship, folks. Go to rebuildingtheman.com/church. Rebuildingtheman.com/church. I don't think there's any other church like this on earth.
Indeed.
It's amazing. Thank you.
Very nice. The
Yeah.
Joshua James, the fear of God is the beginning of wisdom. Amazing.
Amazing. Thank you.
Triple T said they call him King.
Long live the King, the Great White Hope. Amazing. I call him the Great White Hope. Thank you.
Chillin' Lean, HBD, Jesse, thanks for all you do.
Right on. Thank you.
Magri, pardon me if I'm butchering it. Keep it. You have changed our lives. God is working through you.
Stay with it. Stay with it. Stay with it. Amazing.
Bree K. Good morning, Jesse. I edited my coffees from Friday morning right after I bought them and wrote a message to you on your birthday, but I don't think it updated on Hake's end when he read Super Chats. Yeah, I might have screenshot him right away. Okay, I'll have to go back and look. She says, that's okay, though. You're too kind. I hope you had a wonderful birthday and hope you have many more. This year you turned 77, and this year I turned 33. Amazing. Thanks for everything you do, Jesse. Heart, and thanks, hands.
Right on. Thank you, and happy birthday to you, and I appreciate it. Thank you very, very much. Thanks for your support.
David B. on Cash App. That's Bond JLP on Cash App. Keep doing God's work, brother.
Thank you. I will. Thank you.
And anything practiced consistently will become perfected. # good.
Stay with it. Stay present. Always know where you are and what you're doing. And you can't go wrong. Amazing. Thank you.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Popcorn's thump keg. Jesse, you often say mothers are the ones who destroy their children, cause them to become angry, turn them away from the father. Do I have that right? If so, why do you suggest that the mothers stay home and raise kids? Why would it make more sense for the kids to spend more time with the person you say is destroying them? Does it make sense? Please clarify. Thank you.
Well, good question. The father got to go out and provide for the family, right? And the mother have to watch over the children. But when the father get home, he need to check on the children. How was your day? Was your mother patient with you? Did she yell at you? What happened? And then correct the mother in front of the children so the children can know that the father is protecting them. And so when the father get home, he'll let the kids know. But the father got to go out and provide. Amazing. Thank you.
And it's better the mother destroy the kids and have some control from the father rather than foreigners or other people, outside people.
That's for sure.
Teachers and stuff.
Yeah.
Daycare work. Waylon says, Jesse, is there ever a point where unwanted thoughts seem to be on repeat? I'd like to get to a point where I can say to any thought, you again? Get out of here. Thanks, Jesse.
What does that mean, unwanted thought on repeat?
Okay, so I don't want to think about pizza. Oh, it keeps coming back. Pizza.
Well, don't ever
Sorry,
say,
guys.
I don't want to think about pizza. I don't want to think about this. You do nothing about thought. Have no participation at all with them. Don't argue with them. Don't say, I don't want to do this, or I'm going to do this, or anything. You just be the watcher. By the light, you watch the thought, and the light will do it for you. And then if for a while, if they do repeat, just watch and repeat it, but do nothing. And then they will dissipate and disappear. Amazing. Thank you.
Marcus G. All my life I've had to fight men because I'm pretty and gorgeous. Star eyes, laughing face, mess. And he says, Jesse, be quiet and shut up is the word. It's in the word. And it's not even Bible Thumper Thursday.
That's amazing. In the word. In the beginning, there was the word was God, and God was the word. In the beginning. Amazing. Thank you.
Mike Young, hey, Jesse, can you ask Pearl what's going on with the whites, that they're not having white babies anymore like they said they used to? What are they so afraid of?
Amazing. Pearl, go on now, Mike. Next time, I will. Amazing. Thank you.
Nice. Victor, pardon me, Mike, I didn't see it. Hey, Victor and Haley, happy birthday, young man. We love you.
Thank you. I love you back and appreciate you. Thank you.
Joe on the X live stream. People in Suriname speak Dutch. Stop putting fake information out there. Hey, you and JLP don't know what's happening in the real world.
What are you referring to?
And French. That's why it's called French Guiana. But Suriname is right there in between Guyana and French Guyana. There was a super chatter who said, as we say in Suriname, Thai Gingerbread said, Wan sweaty verjari tolgewenst, which, when translated into Dutch, says, wishing you a happy birthday.
Amazing. Thank you.
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you, Joe.
I'm very ignorant. Disclaimer, info may be false, especially from Hague.
And I speak Swahili.
Nice. But we don't have time. We don't have time.
I don't speak Swahili.
Dater or Datter, hey, man, you are awesome.
Thank you. I appreciate your support.
Chuck and Jivin says you are going to start dealing with your stuff. Angry face emoji.
Shucking and jiving. Amazing.
Pastor Shadowley, 111 gold pills. Shout out to the women who think they can tell a man what to do. LOL. What does? Sit down, little Satan. Men are speaking.
Amazing. Thank you.
Very nice. Marilyn.
Thank you, Pastor.
No message from Marilyn. Thank you.
Thank you, Marilyn.
Groovin' Mastiff 5. Thank you for taking my call and hearing me out. Either stay with it or don't start at all. Don't do what I did because hell is way worse than anything I could have imagined. God bless.
I'm telling you, grooving on a Sunday afternoon. Amazing. Thank you.
Lori, morning, Jesse. New BQ answer. I say no. Christ has not been resurrected in me because Christ has been alive and well all along. I am the one who is resurrected in him when the light turned on and I went from death to life. Good question. Thanks, Jesse.
Thank you. Thanks for responding. I put my sisters in on Sunday.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And thank you, guys. I could be mistaken, but I think that is all for now.
Wow. We finally got to them all.
I'm impressed.
Yeah, me too. I appreciate your support, your super chats, your shout outs, your donation and everything, and your participation. It's amazing. Stay with it, stay with it, stay with it. Elisha out of Miami, Florida. JD out of South Dakota. Shout out. Jordan, a first-time call out of Michigan. And the other caller that's dropping tomorrow in Country Western Tuesday. I have something tomorrow I want to share with you about Country and Western Tuesday. It's very interesting. An experiment. It was amazing. The Hake Report is coming now. And after that, the American Anchor Baby. We are close at the office today. Have an amazing Memorial Day. Bye.
The views, information, thoughts, and opinions expressed during this show are the individual's own and do not represent the views, thoughts, and opinions of the JLP Network or Bond. Their appearance on the program does not imply an endorsement of them or any entity they represent. The material and information presented here is for general information purposes only. The JLP Network and Bond name in all forms and abbreviations are the property of its owner, and its use does not imply endorsement of or opposition to any specific organization, product, or service.
So, here's what I recommend. I invite you to download my silent prayer.
I know some people have called in and they wonder if the silent prayer is working. And I just want to take a second and to tell them that it works. You just have to stick with it.
Yeah.
That's the first thing I started doing before I even forgave my parents. And I was so depressed and suicidal at some times that I just would have to stop in the middle of my job or whatever I was doing and go into the silent prayer. And it really does help. Like, I don't have those anymore.
Amazing. You haven't seen anything yet. Doubt every thought. Bring every thought into captivity. Just let them all pass. Don't judge them. You haven't seen anything. It gets better and better and better and easier, easier, easier. So my gift to you, no charge, at rebuildingtheman.com/church.